What's up, Gemini? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all the Geminis out there here with me today. We are going to do a fun tarot spread for you for the month of August. Do keep in mind this is going to be a general reading. That means that not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Geminis out there. If you would like more messages or additional clarity on what I present to you here today, feel free to check out that Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, the videos associated with those. That will provide you with more information. Feel free to check out another tarot reader. Feel free to check back next week or whatever to see if these messages that I spin out here resonate with you more. Come into this with an open mind and an open heart. I hope that lots of this resonates with you, but more than likely pieces and parts of it will, okay? So yeah, use your intuition, use your own discretion and discernment as well. If you need help generating your birth chart, there will be a link in the description box below. It'll show you how to do that. And in that description box below will also be the links to my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. So go ahead and check that out if you are in fact interested in social media. And if you're not, that's totally fine. I'm happy just to have you here on my channel today. So we're gonna hop in for Gemini for the month of August. Messages for your best and highest good. Let's throw a healing oracle card on this. The theme of this spread for Gemini, anything we need to know. Please do like, share, subscribe if you like what you see. Leave a comment if it resonates. I appreciate that. It helps my channel gain momentum here. All right, self-love. The 4 and the 2 come to 6. The card of the lovers, but love of self. This is a really beautiful card. There's something really spiritual about it too. Coming into your own, recognizing your own beauty and power, putting love out into the world and being open and willing to receive it back. That's really important. I think that's a quality we take for granted because on the surface of it, it's like, well, yes, I'm willing to accept love, but are you really? I think that's what this card is asking. Have you literally made physical space in your life to receive new gifts of abundance, new gifts of love, to welcome new people into your network, into your circle? Yeah, are you physically giving off the vibes of, I almost want to say the vibes of lacking? If you feel like you're lacking something, the universe doubles back the energy that you put out. So if you're in this state of I don't have, universe isn't going to give you anything. Whereas if you're in a state of mind of yes, I'm open and ready to receive, that's when the universe, it's like it's signaled like, oh, okay, let's do one for Gemini. That's sort of what's coming through here. It's like the universe is hearing you. The universe is going to answer your prayers or hear your calls. That might be important. So let's hop in. Gemini, your overall energy is the 6 of Swords. So moving on with important knowledge and lessons. Some of you may be graduating with a degree or have completed some sort of course or even just some sort of initiation or project in your life in which there was a lot of valuable lessons and information like available for the taking. So I almost see this as like you've graduated, whether it's, you know, the school of life or a literal course or class, or it could be like a business course you were taking. There's some sort of upgrade in the knowledge or your outlook or your view. You may be going after something and seeing it from a different perspective. And that might be what you're desiring as well. If you're not in that stage of physical movement, you may be dreaming about it. Sometimes this is just the card of movement, of going on vacation, of going somewhere to rest easy, to take a break from like the data and analysis of everyday life. So what is crossing this 6 of Swords? You may have heavy air in your chart. Well, we know you're Gemini, but this is specifically an Aquarius card. So the idea of innovative thinking, innovative thought, unique viewpoints and perspectives. So what's crossing this is the Hierophant. Okay, spirituality. The Hierophant is sometimes the priest or a person who is quite significant in your life because they are guiding you or advising you or providing you with some sort of knowledge. So some of you may be seeking that knowledge out from a certain source. It doesn't have to be a person, but for a lot of you it is. You may have a Taurus in your life that is particularly knowledgeable. It could be your father or mother or somebody, I do want to say wise, and you look up to them whether or not they are actually older in age. For a lot of you, I think they probably are. And it may be someone who stood by you throughout your lifetime. You would have known them in your childhood. But I mean, for some of you, this, depending on what you believe in, this could be representative of God, of spirit, of universe, whatever your religious background is, that's fine. But yeah, it's someone who's like guiding you and pushing you to, I do want to say, pushing you to push yourself, to keep going, to keep seeking new truths, to keep seeking new knowledge, new adventures. This may also have to do with breaking away from traditional patterns of thought or belief systems, something you always believe to be true. You may be opening your mind up to seeing things differently, or wanting to communicate something that you've been sitting on for a very, very long time. For some of you, this might be coming out. There's the idea of liberation, freedom, via communication and new ways of thinking. Sorry, my computer freezes. All right, interesting. So what's going on in your subconscious, Gemini? Four of Cups. Yeah, you're kind of sitting in this energy of being bored or complacent, not being satisfied with the status quo. You're ready for new joy, for new excitement. Yeah, for like a swell of new emotions, for joy, for the expression of living versus feeling alive. You guys are looking to feel alive again, and for a lot of you, it may have to do with connecting to your own spirituality or just your spiritual path, feeling like you're making some sort of progress on your journey through life. You want to feel it emotionally within. And so that's coming up in your subconscious. So some of you may not even realize that. And I'm not projecting. If this isn't your story, it's not your story, but some of you may not even recognize that you're actually not that happy, or that you could be happier, that there are avenues of enjoyment that you haven't really pursued, or paths, journeys you haven't taken, or trails you haven't gone down that could lead to more emotional fulfillment that you have now. And some of you, I am getting almost this idea of envy, is that other people are out enjoying whatever, their life. What you may be watching people on social media, on Instagram, and have like a tinge of envy or jealousy, like they're living their best life, that expression, and you're kind of not. And so again, this is subconscious. I'm not sure you're completely aware of that, but I almost see this as like kind of it's lighting a fire under you, Gemini, to get back out there, get in the game, and go after something that's going to bring you more joy and fulfillment. Because yeah, there's a huge part of you that does want to, I want to say, go off on a new adventure. And it may have to do with seeking knowledge, seeking education, yeah, something like that. So let's look into your past. In your past, you have the Seven of Wands, so that's some fire energy. This card has come up a lot, and in Leo season, it's a Leo card. That kind of makes sense. This is fighting for what you believe in, standing up for yourself, mustering that courage and strength to possibly stand up for your ideas, for this new truth or this innovative idea or thought you may be having, something that maybe you've been spiritually guided to go off and discover, to explore, to seek more answers on. Yeah, it's standing up for your beliefs and also pushing through the obstacles, pushing through the barriers, the people or the naysayers that may be trying to stop you. It's exerting your strength. It's throwing your weight around, and it's like you won't be pushed to the side. It's very empowering. I like that a lot. So that's coming up in your past. So I mean, you're very capable of busting through obstacles. So this feeling of lack in your subconscious, I wonder what's causing that and why you're not feeling motivated to do something about it. So in the past, what has Gemini had to break through, or these obstacles that they've had to bust through? Justice. Okay, so maybe something with a Libra, maybe a romantic partnership or a friendship with a Libra. Balancing of the scales, though, this may have to do even with like social justice, fighting for the little guy, fighting for the person who didn't have a voice, exerting energy and action to make things balanced. You may have been involved in some sort of court case or legal decision. Interesting. All right. I am just getting fighting for justice, whatever that means to you. Okay, so I just lost my train of thought here. Your goals. Let's look at your goals. The King of Swords. Yeah, again, more seeking of truth. This is another Aquarian card. You may have very strong Aquarius in your chart, particularly your moon in Aquarius or Venus potentially in Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. How I was saying in the past, you fought for the little guy, you stood up for truth and justice. That's very much what this is to me too. I mean, the King of Swords, ultimately, he's a warrior, right? He's a soldier. He literally carries his weapon right on his lap there, right? He's willing to fight for what he believes in. Again, truth, justice, good causes. He is skilled at communication and knowing his inner truth and expressing that truth. He makes decisions with justice in mind. He wants to serve his kingdom fairly, and he has great clarity on what he desires, right? In a higher vibration, right? Some of you may be trying to get some sort of promotion or, like, I want to say, like, power position in some sort of field of study. If this represents you going off to learn more, it's because you want to attain either a higher degree or, you know, become whatever, the executive, the president, the CEO. It doesn't have to be that. Even just, you know, upper management, have some sort of power over the kingdom. And it's all based in your thoughts, your knowledge. I'm even getting your wits, because you're quite clever, Gemini. Some of you may want to communicate with an Aquarius. Or some of you are just hoping to communicate this idea of wanting to go on this spiritual path. And again, for some of you, it may involve physical travel. That may be like kept under wraps right now, but it's in your goals to eventually express that truth or that desire. Can we clarify this King of Swords for Gemini? What else do we need to know about this King of Swords and their goals? The Eight of Swords. Breaking free from self-imprisonment, feeling like you're stuck. And what's keeping you stuck is your beliefs. It's your thoughts. It's your false beliefs. It's often the I can't card. I use this, you know, this phrase a lot, but it's, you know, I can't because I don't have enough money. I can't because I'm not pretty enough. I can't because, fill in the blank, right? There's a million reasons we tell ourselves why we can't do something, but ultimately it usually reroutes back to fear. There's fear of the unknown. There's fear of things we've never experienced before. The King of Swords really doesn't have fear. He knows that he'll find a way out. We have to remember this is an Aquarian card. And another Aquarian card is that Fool card, the very beginning of a new cycle. Taking a leap of faith. That's what this is. With this card, there's like this darker energy of, if this is you, Aquarius, not Aquarius, Gemini, sorry. You're vulnerable. You're like lying naked on the grass, right? It's dark. You don't really have maybe clarity about where it is you're going or how to break free from your situation. I know this is kind of silly, but what does this moose represent? This dark figure that's essentially blocking the light out of your world, like the moonlight isn't even shining on you, right? There's this dark energy or figure that is keeping you stuck. This could represent a job. This could represent a boyfriend, girlfriend. This could represent a parent. It's someone who is feeding that fear is what I'm getting here. All those I can'ts and that attitude of lack or disbelief that you are ever going to do something bigger or be stronger or courageous and brave and leap into the unknown. I'm just getting that somebody is contributing to your pessimistic or negative self-talk, if that makes sense. It could be an Aquarius. You may be wanting to stand up to an Aquarius. But more than anything, I think this represents you, Gemini, as an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, King of Swords, King of Air, King of Communication. And as I said, he's a warrior. He wants to fight and break free from the self-imprisonment. So, I mean, your goal ultimately is liberation. And that's sort of what this is, whether it's physical movement or metaphoric, right? You want to move on and break free from something. And for a lot of you, it is breaking free from tradition. The Hierophant can be a card of marriage, of tradition, of religion, of conformity. Some of you are, and that kind of makes sense for you, Gemini, you're not really a conformist. And that doesn't go for everybody, but yeah, if this is ringing true, you'll know if it's your story. I'm just getting the people that you're surrounded with. you no longer are in, your heart is no longer in alignment with their values and their beliefs. For some of you, this may be moving away from your parents for the first time, you know, like getting your own place, going off on your own and being independent. And having to really put up a fight for like, no, mom and dad, this is what I want, right? It doesn't have to be that situation, but, you know, apply it to where it resonates in your life, at work, in a romantic relationship, whatever that is. All right, so coming into your future, King of Pentacles, I love that. The King of Money, the King of Prosperity, the King of Abundance. Potentially a really good idea about a work endeavor or a project that you're hoping to nurture from seed to the tree, that metaphor. Long-term stability. This can sometimes be the card of fatherhood or family. Some of you may be wanting to start a family potentially. But Pentacles, it's earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It has to do with our health, our money, our career, our job, our home. Some of you may potentially be looking into buying a new home or relocating. I'm just getting King of the Castle. So not only are you coming into your power and speaking your truth, fighting for what you believe in, there's great value in doing that. And I think it's going to allow you to it's going to allow you the freedom to lead a richer life. And yes, that could be in terms of money. Some of you may have a lump sum of money coming in, but more than anything, it's leading a valuable life in terms of who or what you value. I hope I'm being clear on that. Your life is rich because of what you invest value in. Does that make sense? Who or what you value in your life, you have a greater sense of that. Sorry, I feel like I'm tripping over my words here. Another card of Taurus, by the way. So if you have a Taurus in your life, I was sort of sensing that with someone who may give you really good guidance, someone who's been with you throughout your childhood. It could be a best friend. They may offer some sort of tangible, valuable advice here. They may offer you or loan you some money. They may invite you to get in on a business deal with them or go into like a business partnership. The Two of Wands, yeah. A new path may become available to you that offers some sort of abundance or prosperity. It could absolutely be money, but I do think there's a need to look outside the realm of the King of Money. It's some sort of valuable, tangible seed in your life that could grow into something better. This could be meeting a person that eventually you know, get married and I don't know, have babies with, and like legacy, a family tree type deal. It's like the very beginnings of something that could grow into something very rich and abundant. And a new path is going to present itself. You may have thought you were headed in one direction, and I am getting like in the form of a person, you're introduced to the idea of maybe going another route or another pathway. It may have to do with talking to your father, or again, somebody who has that kind of paternal-like energy. It doesn't have to be masculine, but for a lot of you, I think it will be. It could be a spiritual leader if you go to church, or I don't know, it could be like your yoga teacher, you know, Pentacles being the body, health. I don't know, doctor came through. I don't think that's going to be for everyone, but I don't know. Maybe you get good advice from your doctor and it sets you off on a new path. Sure, why not? So you, Gemini, that just came out. So you have I think this is the Queen of Swords. Crap, I have to check, sorry. They only give me a crown, and there's a masculine crown and a feminine crown. So let me just make sure I'm telling you the right thing. Knight, let's see. Where are my crowns at? It's because I need to find one I can't. I'm pretty sure this is the king, though. Yeah, okay. So you have the King of Swords twice. Sorry about that, Gemini. I just didn't want to tell you the wrong thing. So your goal of liberation, of breaking free from what I was saying, that like dark, something that's like casting a shadow. I'm almost getting like devil energy. Some of you may have like a toxic Capricorn in your life. Whoever is feeding those negative thoughts and your goal is to break free, to liberate yourself from that same energy of busting through and being that king, that warrior mode, it's coming through here as what you're presenting as. And I will say, look, you're talking to someone. It's almost like you're getting guidance or advice from someone. Again, if there's a Taurus or a paternal-like figure in your life that you really look up to and trust, I would maybe grab a coffee with them. They may drop some gems your way, pun intended, Gemini, that could be of value or use to you, okay? You're also presenting as conflicted, so that's clarifying this King of Swords. For a lot of you, it's internal conflict. And it's okay, and it's also fighting for what you believe in. Exerting some sort of energy or passion, taking action to fight for your inner truth, to fight for your path. I am just getting like kind of warrior, beast mode from this. Bursting through obstacles, even like Phoenix rising from the ashes, if you will, which is, I know it's kind of cheesy sounding, but because it is fire, wand energy, there is something significant about that, like that light, that fire, that strong, yeah, like strong, bright energy of busting through. If you do get advice from someone, maybe you're conflicted about taking it. You may be conflicted about your relationship with this person. And again, it could be another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And part of this has to do with timing. If you're looking to start some sort of project or business idea, it's almost like because this idea comes to you in the winter, if you will, right? And granted, right when I'm recording this, it's summer, but no matter. Go with the metaphor here. This idea metaphorically comes to you in winter. There's going to require a changing of the seasons, a passing of time before you can actually make this idea a reality. It's this idea that you can't plant seeds in a frozen ground. You have to wait for it to thaw. You have to wait for the seasonal change. So whether or not it has to do with literal seasons or a passing of time, passing of months, passing of a year, this may be your own frustration of not being able to get this project or idea off the ground yet. I'm just getting there's going to be some sort of delay in this really great idea you have. Stick with it. Don't give up on the idea, but know that it may not happen instantly. There is something about not getting frustrated with delays in time. It's all part of like the master plan, if you will. So how other people are viewing you, Gemini? 3 of Cups, I love that. Joyous, celebratory energy. Someone you want to go out and have a good time with. Someone who's fun and sociable. Someone who leads with their heart and puts their good energy out in the environment. I want to say for the taking, which is kind of an odd way of phrasing it, but jovial, lighthearted energy. Now, I don't know if that's how you're actually feeling. To be honest, I don't think that's how a lot of you are feeling. But that's how others are viewing you. And I will say for those trying to capitalize on some business venture or romantic partnership, if that's what you're seeking, this is generally a good vibe to put out. What you put out, you attract, right? So put out that joyous, lighthearted energy because that's what's going to come back to you. It's almost like fake it till you make it. You may be feeling bored and complacent at the moment, but when you go on that interview, you need to kick ass. So come in just like, yes, things are great, and I'm so excited about this opportunity. And it's part of it is a little bit I don't know if the word is indulgent, but yeah, there's a bit of performance. There's a bit of performance here, but it is for a good cause. It's performance of joy and celebratory energy. Interesting. People see you as someone they want to exchange cups with, somebody who naturally people gravitate towards. People want to, converse with you and hear your thoughts and hear your jokes. People think you're funny and charismatic and Nine of Cups, yeah. So for my single Geminis out there, you may have people in your space that are, they're checking you out. I don't know if they're coming forward yet, but they're definitely in your social circle. It might be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But yeah, I think somebody sees you as very intoxicating in a way, very graceful. There's something they admire about you, but I think Right now, they're kind of shy. I don't think they're stepping up to the plate to express this emotion to you. But yeah, potentially a Virgo or a water sign. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, this person doesn't want to take the risk yet of getting their heart broken. So I don't think they're coming forward yet. But maybe just be aware that, yeah, there's somebody, I think, in your space or in your environment that could potentially want to offer their cup to you. All right. So what is your advice or guidance? Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. This is temporary. This is the card of hardship, of abandonment, of loss, of financial difficulties or struggle. I'm not by any means predicting this. Again, you'll know if this is your story. But what this is saying, how I was talking about, like, you have to wait for the ground to thaw, a changing of the seasons, a passing of time. This state, it's temporary. It's not going to last. This boredom, this complacency, this having to really struggle and fight for what it is that you want, potentially proving yourself to other people, stepping out of the shadow of others. This could even involve your siblings, feeling like you're constantly being compared to other people. Again, it's mental entrapment. It's not necessarily true, but it's like these false beliefs. It's temporary. What's really, the number 5 in tarot, it's like the agents of chaos. It's change and it's sticky and it's a little uncomfortable, but they're energies we have to go through because there's valuable lessons in this journey. So the saving grace of the 5 of Pentacles is that, well, a couple things. You're trudging in the snow, you've got crutches, you're hungry, you're sad, you're sick, whatever. What you're not realizing is that what this building, the structure that stands behind you, it's a church. There's a chance for salvation. There's a chance for redemption. There's a chance for, even without the religious connotations, there's a chance for shelter from the storm, right? There's something coming in that can help you, that's going to aid you in this time of despair, of hardship, of tragedy. And what's really great too is following the 5 of Pentacles, which is what this is, you make your way into 6 of Pentacles, which is the reciprocity card. So all this energy and endurance that your body has physically gone through, this really crappy time at work that's putting you through the ringer, it's going to balance out eventually. Reciprocity. What you put out in the world, you're going to get back. So this is almost saying, keep a positive attitude. Keep putting your light and your love out into the world. How I was saying, fake it till you make it. You may not feel like joyous and celebrating right now, but really try and harness and tap into that energy of seeing the glass half full, because not only is that going to get you through this difficult time, it's also what the universe is going to return back to you. If you're constantly putting out vibes of like, I hate my life and this isn't going well and I just want to give up, it's kind of like the universe is going to bitch slap you back and be like, really, Gemini? Is that how you really feel? This is like, keep an optimistic attitude, okay? Be good to yourself. Don't constantly be like, I want to say pessimism, but talking down to yourself. That expression of like, the way you talk to yourself, would you talk to your best friend like that? It forces you to recognize the good qualities in yourself that you admire and really capitalize on those, but also kind of change your perspective on the traits you view as negative. It's like putting a positive spin on that, or learning how you want to grow and develop yourself. And that could be what this is too. What you want to learn and change and expand upon. Can we clarify this 5 of Pentacles for Gemini? What are they headed towards? So you're headed towards potentially a Virgo, the Knight of Pentacles. It could be a slow-moving, slow-growing business endeavor. Knights bring change and movement into our life, so we know it's coming. We know you may be in kind of a sucky situation right now. Change is coming for you. There may be, again, a new path that you could go down, new movement or travel, potentially involving something that is financially beneficial. It could be a pathway to healing too, if some of you have been going through sickness or have some sort of ailment. Healing of the body, healing of the bank account. I know that's cheesy, but you know, Pentacles being money. And then you also have the Page of Wands. So yeah, whatever this new path is that you're headed down, you're going to find more inspiration. It could be some sort of creative endeavor. Your advice or guidance is keep trudging through the snow because better things await. the dawning of a new day. It's like the sun is rising again on this crappy situation. Someone's blowing the horn. I'm almost getting like judgment vibes. It's like a rebirth for you to discover your true path or your true journey towards whatever it is that you see as valuable, right? You know, Pentacles is things that we value in our life: family, friendships, relationships, career, money, possessions, right? Whatever that is for you, there's more inspiration, there's more magic, there's more creativity, there's more excitement to be had. You just got to keep pushing through. Keep pushing through. That's what's coming here. Again, a Virgo person or a Taurus person may be quite valuable to you, either romantically or helping to, almost like your cheerleader is what I'm getting. They're the person who's cheering you on. Even if they're at a distance, it may almost be like you can feel their energy. This could be a loved one who's passed on. Interesting. All right, so potential outcome for you, Gemini. Ooh, Ace of Cups. I like that. A completely new start, the beginnings of overflowing love, of overflowing abundance. For some of you, spirituality, connection with spirit, with source, psychic abilities, for some, not everybody, some sort of romantic relationship. It could be the start of one, particularly with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Artistic endeavors. If that's the case, it's like creativity is just flowing up and out of you. It's like it can no longer be contained. And it does have to do, it does have to do with going down this road that you haven't traveled yet. Every road has its thorn. I don't know why that song just came to mind. Maybe that means something to someone. I don't know. That card wanted to come out. What is that? All right, so this is this the Hermit? Yeah, this is the Hermit, I think. I feel like you guys always get cards with Virgo. What is with that? I'm asking. I know what's with that. Some of you have very strong Virgo in your chart, or you have Virgos in your life. So I will say romantic partnership with a Virgo, that could absolutely be. Soul searching, though, how I was saying, this can be a card of spirituality, of tapping into your own intuition or spirit or source, universe, God, whatever you believe in. The card of Virgo in itself is a spiritual path, a spiritual awakening, getting in touch with your soul, with your spirituality, learning about yourself, soul searching, if you will. I'm just getting illumination of self. This Eight of Swords, mental imprisonment that some of you are really stuck in and were desperately wanting to bust free, to move on from, liberation, as we were saying. You're going to be learning about what was keeping you trapped, and it may be old patterns of belief or old habits or even just the way you were raised and brought up. Light is being shed on why it was you were thinking or believing that, and this is like a cup runneth over of love for yourself. And that was the card we started with, wasn't it? This is all a journey of learning to love yourself again. And for some of you who already do, it's like doubling up on that. It's being, this is kind of cheesy, but like it's being so good they can't touch you. It's like your cup runneth over so much that any negativity or any hardships or struggle coming your way, it's just going to roll right off your back. You are going to emanate or radiate love. And how I was saying, what you put out, you get back. If you're radiating love, love of self, loving life, life is going to come back and love you back. People are going to return that love to you, right? Your cup will be matched, whether it's a romantic partner or not, right? Whether you're seeking that. It could just be friendship. It could be this Virgo Taurus person that's in your life. Love needs to start with self, and once that is overflowing, that's when I think new opportunities of love or spirituality or creation, artistic creation, that's going to be like your main focus, I think, is what's coming up. So bottom of your deck is that Ace of Swords. Wow. Followed by the Hierophant again. New ideas, new thoughts, new clarity. This journey, the soul seeking or spirituality, you're going to get clear on what it is that you really want and what you want to change. And this, I think, traditional way you were brought up that you're moving away from. You had the Hierophant twice. Again, a card of Taurus. You have 3 cards of Taurus. Do you have Taurus in your chart? You should check that out. Check your birth chart. Taurus is an earth sign, though. It's all about work. And I will say, enjoying the fruits of your labor. In a lower vibration, Taurus can be a little bit materialistic, but I will say, if you're doing the work, if you're working your ass off, you should absolutely enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's nothing to be ashamed of or self-conscious of, right? That's pride. That's Leo energy, right? That's courage for standing your ground and saying, this is my truth, this is what I believe in, this is what I want, and I'm going to work my ass off for it, and I'm going to enjoy it. All right, that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let me know if that resonated in the comments below. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.